Here's a good analogy on dyno numbers. It's a bit like an Instagram selfie. You can get yourself from the right angle, the right lighting, the right outfit, everything. It's like a perfect snapshot in time of you looking your best. And then day to day, you don't actually look like that ever. Dyno numbers are a lot like that because you only have to make a power pull once. You only have to make the horsepower number once. And a lot of people are just after the number, not area under the curve or drivability or anything, right? So it's important to know that some cars that make less on a dyno are actually faster in real life because they make that horsepower all the time, every day, despite the weather, because of the tune, despite everything. But on the dyno, again, they make maybe a little bit less. You can have a car that's tuned specifically for the dyno, and then if you get into like roller dynos and all that, then that's another story altogether. Take dyno numbers with a grain of salt. A proper race car has to show up at the track and make the number all the time. So that's why it's more useful for race cars to be tuned at the track where they're driving, or retuned or adjusted there, rather than just like ringed out on the dyno to just make the number just for show. So that being said, you can make dyno numbers for show. That's how a lot of companies sell their products. But when you're actually trying to win races, you set your car up so it wins races, not so it just makes dyno numbers. You got to be that person that works out, gets up early, goes for a run, has everything dialed every day. Diet is dialed, social interactions are dialed, their outfits are dialed every day, rather than the person that's just lays in bed and doesn't do anything half the time, and then just hops on Instagram, shoves all the dirty crap in the room to one side to take one perfect selfie. So that's the difference between a car that's tuned specifically for the dyno versus a car that's actually tuned to be fast. But you can have a car that's tuned to be fast and that's good on the dyno. That's a bit like a person that looks good all the time, and then no matter what angle you take a picture of them from, they look amazing too. So this is just an analogy. I find myself trying to explain this to people often, but performance in any category is performance in any category. That's why these analogies work really well.